www. Involve Parliament in any move on Air India. www.cnh.com. Involve Parliament in any move on Air India. Air India has made a net loss every year over the past decade, with its overall debt piling up beyond Rs 50,000 crores and counting. The Union Cabinet was left with no choice but do something as the national carrier bleeds public money. The options before the panel of ministers range from strategic stake sale and retaining management to total privatization, which could cause interminable delays. The serious issue is to secure the future of iStaff, the workforce of a once proud airline that was a force to be reckoned with at a time the private sector didn't have the strength to build huge infrastructure in a nascent independent India. The future of the airline, whose domestic market share has been progressively whittled down with the rise of private carriers and possibly devious corruption, is now so suspect that no one wants to throw good money after bad. This lack of faith could make the response to unloading shares on the public fairly lukewarm. Being the national carrier, its future deserves the attention and scrutiny of Parliament as well. Air India simply can't be sold without the panel bringing out a white paper on how losses could run into several billion dollars while Middle Eastern cities became busy aviation hubs revolving mainly around the huge Indian expat traffic. Even today, Air India's revenue from overseas traffic is twice that of its domestic collections, which is why budget airline Indigo, with the largest market share in India, has said it's interested in AIS foreign operations. It must be seen if such an offer can be taken up without creating another behemoth that can run out of control, as Air India did. The first question to answer is whether privatization can be a panacea for all ills. The private sector has run up far bigger debts in core industries. The second question is what will happen to the employees. If it were to cost a couple of thousand crores to retire all the staff, so be it, as this is cheaper than keeping a workforce going as in other loss-making PSUs. Even in nations where market forces are more evolved as in Europe, there is space for public enterprises. But that means Air India has to be a well-run airline for it to be supported like the Navaratnas. The ideal solution is, of course, to sell the profit-making parts of Air India, like its engineering division, to bring down the debt, write some more if and then offer the airline a loan for privatization, provided, of course, that staffers are looked after. There is no silver bullet solution to a behemoth that has been run into the ground. Deep thinking is required before finding the correct method to disband the airline, with the symbolically prosperous Maharaja as its icon. Comments. Visit website. Heat President, be vigilant. www.cnh.com. Heat President, be vigilant as he lays down office later this month at the end of a distinguished tenure. President Pranab Mukherjee used the occasion of the release of the commemorative publication of the National Herald, the newspaper founded by Jawaharlal Nehru, on Saturday to urge fellow Indians to be proactively vigilant to save the basic tenets of the country when mob frenzy becomes so high, irrational and uncontrollable. Needless to say, the president's caution would not have been needed had the government intervened effectively to prevent mob frenzy from becoming so high and uncontrollable. The matter of maximum concern these days are the lynch killings of Muslim citizens in different parts of the country by cow vigilantes. After nationwide protests, it is this which Prime Minister Narendra Modi at last addressed on Thursday at Mahatma Gandhi's Sabarmati Ashram, calling the killings in the name of cow protection unacceptable, and said these will not be tolerated. The president raised the more fundamental question of being vigilant to save the basic tenets of the country, indicating that times were unpropitious and a rescue act was necessary. This means that the essential values enshrined in our constitution are in need of stronger protection. Posterity will demand an explanation, the president warned, if we do not rise to the occasion. He reminded his fellow citizens that people of 7 major religions speaking 200 languages and dialects lived in harmony in the country, thanks to the vision of people like Nehru. He said vigilance on our part will be the biggest deterrent to forces of darkness and backwardness. Comments. Visit website.